You are now rocking with the Patio
PolitiCz, man. Fellas, what's cracking? Easter deal.
Man, what's happening?
How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. What's good with it?
Man,
Amazing.
I'm blessed.
Good.
How y'all feeling, man? Like, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the show?
A1.
Man, so look, man, we got a dope ass before we get into the show. We got an incredible ass week to come, man. Just want to say congratulations to all of y'all. Cinematographer, nominated. You heard me?
Yeah.
Best supporting actor. You heard me?
Yeah.
What up? And then we got best actor.
Yeah.
Man.
You heard me? Hey, congrats to y'all, man.
Wait, did we not get best director?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Come on, man. Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit.
Leave that out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, salute to you guys, but today is a very special panel. It's the Heart and Soul panel. I'm going to call it the pre-panel. You get what I'm saying? Because we may have many more to come. When we're talking about love, man, it can go in so many different ways, but what we're going to talk about today is going to be incredible, just y'all experience and just everything, man, pertaining to the film Heart and Soul, which screens this Thursday, y'all.
Let's go.
And world, check it out, man. We got something special for y'all. We not only going to have the trailer, it's going to debut here on this show, but we're going to have a sneak peek for y'all as well. And it's going to be the fellas' first time seeing it too. So y'all keep it locked. Patio PolitiCz will be back like this. Let's get it.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like, Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while, man.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Because if you don't stay a while, man, I'm going to have to put my comrades on your ass, and you do not want that since we're in the space of love, peace, and tranquility. Fellas, what it do?
Man, what's happening?
We back.
Hey, y'all.
We back. Trouble T Mills.
Popping, y'all.
The incredible Tate Blanson.
Hey.
Ken Don.
Yeah.
Man, look, so Heart and Soul, man. Wow, man. Let's take it to the whole conception of it. So, how Heart and Soul came about. Shout out to Jazz. I don't know where their ass around here doing.
Shout out.
shout out to Jasmine
Queen
Denise. She had hit me with an idea and a
Shout
concept, man. While we was OT, and she like, man, we need to do a love story. We did all this militant stuff and all that. Let's see about switching it up a bit. And I'm like, well, what you got in mind? She said we should do something kind of like Love Jones, but different. That was years ago. Not saying it's outdated because it's still relevant. Shout out to everybody that did Love Jones. But she was like, we need something different that's reflective of Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? South Central, the trenches, the hood, where it's real love. Ain't nobody getting shot in the movie. Ain't nobody dying. But just something that's a reflection of us and our culture, and representation of love. So I'm like, man, that shit sound good. And she's like, just think about that. Went to the griot, told him the idea. He like, all right, K got a star in it. We wanted to put a whole poetic essence and thing to it. And we figured out what, K been playing all these, Kenan been playing all these killers. Hitman, everything, man. Shout out to Ken Dunn. He been getting popped in every movie. So we like, man, let's diversify it a little bit and switch it up and everything. And that was a conception of it, man. And once he went to work, he ended up collaborating with Ariel, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For getting on the writing tip with him.
All day.
And they put together an incredible piece. An incredible masterpiece and body of work or whatever. And man, when I read the script, man, I fell in love with it instantly. It almost brought tears to my eyes because I could see every scene vividly. And I'm reading Dominique's thing and all that. And I'm like, okay, Dominique, man. So I'm chopping with Ariel. She's like, yeah, he's funny. I said, I don't want to be funny though. I don't want to put no comedian to play that role.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I always looked at Dominique character without giving the backstory and telling too much, because y'all gotta come check it out in Vegas. Shout out to Miss Michelle. Las Vegas Black Film Fest this Thursday at 12 noon.
Michelle. Be there or be square.
Be there or be square. But we were looking to figure out a way to meet in the middle to make Damo realistic. And I said, based on where we're from in South Central, Inglewood, Carson, shout out to the cities and everything. Everybody has a friend like Dominique, even Oakland. All over the world, everybody got a Dominique.
Damo everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's not an LA thing. That's everywhere.
And oftentimes he's not a comedic person, but he be in funny situations.
Yeah.
And I thought about Tay.
That's real.
Real. And the thing about you, Tay, super militant, all that shit, man, it's like, man, let me give him something that's gonna challenge him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey.
That's gonna challenge you with your acting chops. And man, boy, talk about how y'all brothers, man, just completely embodied these roles.
Yeah.
Just let's get into like, how did y'all just get into the whole script thing, and when y'all first read about the synopsis of the character, like how did y'all gravitate to it and everything? Whoever want to start.
Man, I know for me, man, just getting that script, I'm like, man, I know I can do this. It definitely took a while to climb into character because I thought we was going to start it earlier in time. So pre-production started like way earlier as far as getting enrolled. Yeah. At least I thought I was ready, but you know what I mean? At least, but some more came out of me that allowed me to pour more into the film. Yeah. And when I had seen that Tay was playing Damo, we already been connected on set. And when I seen Tay was playing Damo, I'm like, oh man, this is gold. Because one thing about acting is that it's not always the scene you're doing, but the partner. Yeah. You know, that allows the scene to be so much more, like so much more than what the audience could get from it. Yes. And so me doing it with Tay, I'm like, oh yeah, I know we gonna pull something out of this that probably the script ain't even bringing yet. Just off a natural, Then when he played that role, man, he brought it to life, man. At least I can say, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, it was a pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Just feeding off you, you know what I'm saying? And what you brought, and I had to bring my A game. Man, it was fun, bro. I can say that. We was bouncing off each other.
Linking up to go over the script. Yeah, you feel me? We sitting in the trenches. You feel me? He's sitting on the back seat of the trunk. We outside with it. You feel me? We going over the lines and we just chopping game about how we approach the script and everything. Just giving real feedback. And it's crazy because I didn't did more projects than my comrade here, but you would have never known, just based off of what he's been giving, and just his game. You feel me? When it came down to breaking down the script and everything, man, for sure that.
Now, what about your approach to Damo?
Hey, it's so funny that you even brought up the comedy aspect of it, man. And when I first read it, that's what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had that talk on set too, like it's not comedy. And so I had to really, dig into my pack, because I think sometimes, no knock to comedy though, because it takes skill to do that too. But when we took out comedy, it made me have to go into my bag, and it made me have to, like, cause I'm like, damn, this is totally different from my lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So for me to have to go there, I had to use imagination. Man, I had to pull from different places, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, I even had to go out and think about half my friends that was like that, you know what I'm saying? And be like, all right, let me use from their experiences, let me get back around them for a little bit, So it took a lot. It took some packing, you know what I'm saying, some building.
100.
But working with this brother, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I can't even name one scene. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to think of it in my mind. But all the scenes that we had, it was fireworks. You know what I'm saying? And it was really because those times we had in the trenches, when he pulled up on me at my house, when I pulled up on him in Pedro, we had it in place in our minds. I could feel it. Even when we was rehearsing our lines, we was like, the first time we did that one scene where it was like a heated little thing going on between us, we read the lines. He was like, oh, I could already see that. I could feel it. Wow. Because the way we said it to each other, but we was literally reading on paper though. You know what I'm saying?
This was when y'all was reading on paper?
Yes, bro. And we felt it the first time. He was like, damn, this is gonna be lit. very. So, yeah.
Now, T, what about you? Just being a director of photography when you got the script.
Man, when I got the script, it was something that I had to like take a step back for a minute and just recognize like, okay, I can overthink things a lot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I don't say try. I do my best to like prepare for everything that I possibly can, and I'm like, this is something different. Because even from a cinematography approach, sometimes you want to do all these fancy moves and whatnot, and you're like, with this, a lot of things with this film, and I'm not gonna give anything away, but sometimes less is more.
Man.
And sometimes letting the acting, especially when you got great actors around you, letting that play out and not adding a whole bunch of complex moves is your best bet.
Wow.
And I had to learn that too, especially because when I'm looking at the roles, especially once, like y'all said, once I knew who was playing the roles, so I'm reading the script and I'm like, man, I can see Tay saying that. I can see. I'm like, I already see it. I swear, especially Damo's character. I saw it before we even got on set. I'm like, man, we got another Damo scene today.
Man, see?
Hey, table read. Hey,
I was about to bring it up.
Hey, the table read.
Table read set it off.
Hey, it's already set it off.
Man.
Like we seen the potential of it, man.
Man, and it was live in the table reading. It was live in the table reading. Man, usually I'm clear as seeing a lot of things, but it was, I ain't gonna say it was foggy to me at the table reading, but I'm just like, man, if we just fix a few kinks, and it wasn't with the key characters, but just other characters around it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit gonna be a masterpiece. And that's what I seen. And then now let's talk about the chalk talks.
That's what I'm about to ask. So do we do the table
right.
read before the chalk talk or after? After the
because I took notes. I took my notes at the table read.
So the chalk talk was Wait, the chalk talk was after?
It was after.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Them chalk talks, man, were like, so before I even get into the chalk talks, I think that this film was just meant to be like a journey for everybody in it, because it was almost like you couldn't have produced this film anywhere else, because it had to happen the way that it did in order to turn out the result that it did.
Yes.
Because I don't even have to know everything that was going on with everybody, but I know it was like a different process for everybody dealing with it, including me. Some things I'll get into, from an injury standpoint to what different people was dealing with even on days when they wasn't on set. Yeah. And then I think the script was tugging at our minds because it was based on love, and it was something that even through making the movie, everybody is still in their heart thinking okay, let me think about love. Have I really took a serious thought about love? I'm looking at this story that we're making right now, and I'm like, man, can I see myself in it? Have I seen this in my life? What do I want for love later in my life? And I'm looking at, okay, the different things that it explores. I'm not gonna get too much, forgiveness, betrayal, friendship,
a lot of areas,
vulnerability, all kind of stuff. You got internet gurus that don't know a damn thing about it, talking shit about it all day, but you don't have people actually making something. Yeah. And then for the actors too, to have to play in it, and you might be playing something that you haven't actually felt before. Yeah. And then, like you said, you had to go and pull from people that you used to hang with. Yeah. We all know Adamo, but then some of us may know an Asante. Yeah.
And one of the key components before we get into the chalk talk was the griot used music to govern the film. Right. So it was a soundtrack before the film was even created. You get what I'm saying?
Can that be seen in the film too?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's dope. Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Man, it's y'all see. Man,
the music was
it's man, dude, and it's I don't want to call it a romance. I don't call it. I get out the genre category because the shit is just spiritual, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And coming out the table reading, once I took my notes, I'm like, man, this chalk talk got to be different. And it wasn't based on the performances of you guys, because I already took mental notes and wrote something down with just okay, this character just gotta study this person and do. Y'all need to connect and all that. But before we went into the chalk talk, and for those that don't know, the chalk talks are just basically you bring the key characters together and y'all have a really in-depth improv session, study breakdown of the scenes, the story, and who they are as characters, and how they can tie the character into themselves to make it one whole beam. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, what's gonna make this different from all the other Chalk Talks I do? Prayed on it, fasted on it, came out of that. We start coming around to the dates for the Chalk Talk. I said, I'm gonna use music to be the core of it this time around. And not only that, I hit up a few actors too. I'm like, we gonna spar on this motherfucker too,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Spar,
man.
Yeah. Just adding to the flame that you said, in man, this is like he giving you the game plan of how he planned out the championship shit, man. This is it, man.
Right, it's God and y'all though, man.
100.
And you know, shout out to Maddox and Tyler, man, my brothers, man, like
all
brothers,
day, for real.
Because,
all day.
Because I reached out to them, and even though they wasn't involved in the project, they were involved in the project, you know, because they came and brought it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna shoot y'all some bread. I got this. Jay, they begged me, no, you ain't got to. I'm like, nah, man, you know, just for your time and gas. It ain't what I desire to give you, but it's something. Yeah. You know, and they still was like, nah. I had to force them to take it, or whatever the case may be. But they came, and they were moved and blessed by what transpired at the Chalk Talk. And they was like, Jay, we didn't think we was just coming to spar and just shoot the shit, but we actually learned a lot of shit too about ourselves within it. And that's when I was like, damn, this film is about to change some fucking lives, man. You get what I'm saying?
We all have felt that, I feel like, throughout the film, because just what you're talking about, each one of those nights that we had Chalk Talks, I quite frankly, I mean, I knew the get down because we had done Chalk Talks before, but I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. And then just things that was happening, it just felt, I don't know about y'all, it felt like a lot of things were happening that didn't even pertain to making the movie. Yeah. But it was like healing people.
Yeah, man.
Day in and day out.
Yeah. And I believe that's the spiritual essence
component.
You know what I'm saying? What was it like for y'all though? Cause I'm behind the scenes, and it was hitting me like, but what was it like? What was it like for y'all? Cause I believe we had 2 Chalk Talks before I start having individual Chalk Talks. Yeah. So what was the first one was cool. And I remember going back telling Jazz, like, man, the shit was dope, but I'm like, I'm about to crank it up a notch. Yeah. I'm like, God speaking to me, I gotta crank it up. She was begging. I'm like, I don't really like people coming in the Chalk Talks when it's this intimate, but I'm like, man, it's just something about this next one I feel that's gonna be just, oh man. And what was the second Chalk Talk like?
You know, like, man, just real quick, man. So, it's a saying, man. Well, Papa Sack, man.
Shout out to Papa Sack, man.
Shout out, man. Say, if you gonna pull somebody out of the mud, you gotta get dirty.
Man, yes.
And I feel like that's exactly what took place. You feel me there? Yeah. What you saying, the music and everything being a core, I feel like it allowed you to truthfully connect with your cast. Yeah. You feel me? The type of people that you're dealing with. Yeah. In a real one-on-one, I know I can speak for myself when I say this. Yeah. Like, that right there, you dealt with me in a way to where, like, I can bullshit you if I wanted to, but you dealt me in a way like you can't bullshit this. You know what I mean? Like ain't no way you can run from this even if you wanted to. And it just allowed me to be inside of my heart space, which allowed me to give all my authentic shit, all the shit that I don't even want to face. I feel like being at that Chalk Talk, it's like I'm around my family, I'm around people who I can genuinely be myself with, because truthfully, that's what you want to be on camera anyway. Real shit. You want to be yourself. And I'm around people who's pulling this out of me naturally. Not only that, I can let down my armor, I can let down my shield, so shit that I really wrestling with that I didn't even understand that I was wrestling with, it allowed me to get to the space to even deal with the shit. Wow. You know, and that's just from the Chalk Talk, like, man, it was so much more than that. I feel like what I got from there, it transitioned on over to my life, and it's a direct reflection of my everyday relationship with the people around me, man, especially in the intimate space.
Yeah.
I respect that what you're saying too, because man, even piggyback on that, it was very intense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that was my first intense Chalk Talk.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I remember the first one I went to, and I believe that was for a different project. Yeah. I kind of sucked because I was real nervous. You know what I'm saying? My first time, it was the first experience, but that one was like, whoa. Yeah. We all had to pull from somewhere deep, you know, within ourselves, and I think that was my first time ever stepping into a place of vulnerability to where I had to actually cry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and then let alone to cry in front of, you know, all my homies in there. And it was crazy. And so it was like, oh man. But for me to actually pull in that bag and do that, and I want to shout out Maddox for that, for sure.
Yes sir.
He snatched me in a corner and was like, hey bro, you got it in you. I know you got it in you. I see it. Yes, you just gotta pull it out. And he gave me that just like serious talk. Damn. And I was like, damn. I remember I looked at Maddox like, I got you, bro. I ain't going, the rest of this night is on. And I went back in there from then, and he told me at the end, he was like, "You did your thing, bro. Like that what you supposed to do. Come 110 like that every time."
Man. And see the beauty in that too is they came to spar and fuck y'all up, but it's like after I trip you up and knock you to the ground, I'm picking you up and I'm showing you where you went wrong.
Man,
you get what I'm saying?
Man,
to where it was challenging them. You know what I'm saying? And they lacing y'all with games. I'm just sitting back like, this is it. Like, this is it.
Good game too.
Yeah,
good game.
Yeah.
Like even after the Chalk Talk, like niggas was able to politic with them and really get some real good pointers that really helped throughout the film.
And we was in that motherfucker for hours, man.
Man, it didn't even feel like it. That's how you know it was the atmosphere was high. It didn't even feel like it was ours. We left out of there. It was probably like, man,
12, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
I was late.
It was real late. Yeah,
man. Hold up.
It felt relieving too.
Yes. We gonna be back after this, man. Chalk Talk, Heart and Soul. Y'all keep it locked, man. Y'all in for a great treat. Don't go nowhere. Patio PolitiCz.
You trust me? Come here. I want to help you ease your anxiety if you allow me to. I think it's magical how kisses slow down time. I can make your spirit move at the pace of the earth when your lips meet mine. Life is so much better when you slow down. We're so in a rush just to go nowhere when the best place to be is right here. Making a positive out of all the negatives.
I'm through with all that gang banging shit. I ain't ever going back to the pen.
If y'all two were together, y'all had each other's back.
What you gonna do now that you're on?
We could do it like how we used to do it in the old times.
I'm about to make a change on some serious shit.
Ready, go?
Ready for what?
Get in, my nigga.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
It's almost time for that motherfucker.
What up, y'all?
Trailer.
What up, y'all? It is the one they call Trouble T, but you can find me at Mill Suave. I'm with my boy J5TH.
What up, what up, what up?
Tay.
Yeah.
Hey.
And Ken Don.
Yeah.
You know, I'm normally calling him the God King, but he's Ken Don.
Ken Don the Don.
I wanted to bring us back in on this segment in particular because this is something I've actually always wanted to ask actors in general, and particularly being privileged to work with so many that are actually close to each other outside of real life. I started off as an actor before cinematography, but I'm not as deeply studied as y'all. And actually, I want to ask you too. I'm curious. Do y'all ever end up in those scenes where you're acting out stuff from like your real life? Does it ever feel like it's like Tay to Kendon, or is it always like Damo Hasanti, or like even in Frank Blue? Like, do you ever feel like you looking at somebody and it's like like you know when you gotta go them places.
Yeah.
Are you ever going them places and like
and seeing somebody else
and seeing yeah.
So
or like pulling on frustrations with each other or like real stuff coming out and it's like. Because I'm telling you, like some of the scenes y'all even had, and even I've seen you in scenes, and I'm like, that looked like that was coming from a personal place.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, I know K don't get personal, you know.
So I mean, man, I know I can speak, especially working with these two brothers, because I got so much love in my heart.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you see your niggas, you like, man, like what's up? You know, everything's good, especially if they ain't never gave you no reason to be mad or upset at them.
Right.
You know, so it's like, how can I even put this emotion on you,
man? Right.
So in my mind, it's like you gotta be somebody else. Like you gotta be, you feel me, a whole somebody else who probably made me feel some type of way or something. Right. Like, brother,
I also want to say too, not just on some like when you upset at somebody or you got to get at somebody and it's
but in order to be serious though,
it
like,
could be anything, you know, if y'all sharing a moment, is that something similar to like what y'all have shared as boys before or you know, any kind of
that too.
That
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that, and I remember when I had to get mad at this nigga in a moment and shit. I remember in my mind I put it like I know it couldn't be him. You feel me? I had put it like his actions like, oh yeah, that's what made me mad. Like this nigga's a simp. Nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Like I had to do that instead of him. I had to put the action in front of him.
Right. Okay.
Shit like that.
And I mean, just to. Well, for me, I'm crazy, man. I'm 5150. So it's always personal for me, but never against my brothers.
Right.
Never against it. I just go back to a time to put it in that scenario, and I'm thinking of the other person. But I don't get lost in it enough to where a person say cut, and I'm choking at my brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's really what I'm getting at because I know there's some people out there like when you call cut, they gotta have PAs run in there and pull you off of them.
Yeah,
you know, because you're really in that place. You really like, I'm gonna kill this person.
Oh yeah, that's different. That's a different type of method acting. It's like a person whose special powers are out of control. Out of control.
Okay. Makes sense.
What I'm saying? And that was one of the keys of the Chalk Talk. To be able now, because it's like with this love story, y'all, we're gonna pull from emotions that y'all may haven't felt yet.
Yeah.
Because y'all still young. You know, got all praise to the Most High for that. So it's about to be some areas that we gonna touch that ain't been touched yet. So you get what I'm saying?
Real speed.
And I wanted to hit them points.
That's why I was asking because it seemed like, I mean, you know, you're the director, but this took a lot of method from damn near everybody at every point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
you know, I'm like they pulling from some real places,
and we'll make sure a special cast, man. Y'all came and delivered, man, and just as a director, thank y'all, man, for trusting. It take trust to be that vulnerable. It take trust to be that vulnerable, and it's like
and security.
That too.
Knowing that when I fall, I'm good. You feel me? Like real stuff.
Yeah, not looking back when you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. I remember, me and Ariel was having a Chalk Talk. And everything. We was on the beach. It was like 6 a.m, so it was cold. It's cold. We going over lines and all that. I'm like, look, man, it's too early for this shit. Like, do you want it or not? Yeah, I want it. Gave it to me again. Nope. Gave it to me again. Nope. I'm like, where your phone? Toss it in the sand. Walk right to the water. It's like, what you did? We gonna say these lines. I'm like, I can't swim. So if I gotta keep cutting, you gonna be resuscitating my big ass because I can't swim. We gonna keep going. We got here, dude, and it finally came out.
Wow.
Yeah. No time to.
Wow.
Yeah. Nah. Full clove, and the lines were delivered. And it's like with this film, man, you got to look at the aspect of remember the top of that year, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember we went to Desert Spring. Yep. We went there.
Yeah.
We went there. Did what we had to do. Man. We gotta credit all those things. We were spiritually being prepared for something bigger than us.
Definitely.
And everything. And going into that just with the Chalk Talks, man, y'all came and fucking nailed it. And then just watching the film, in the editing doc, watching the film, it's just like, fuck, man. They have arrived, man. Like they have arrived. Man. Wow.
It's like, man, just even thinking about that. Just thinking about life and the domino effects that happen that lead up to certain things. Mm-hmm. I forgot about the retreat, you feel me, that we had earlier that year.
Yeah.
But that retreat was a whole domino effect. of everything.
Man.
Just thinking about that, man. Like, cause at that time, I know we was all releasing and letting go, but at that time, I feel like it was a little difficult for me to release and let go.
Yes.
But I didn't even understand that it was difficult for me, because I wasn't even allowing myself to get to that place without me even knowing.
Yes.
But y'all getting to that place.
Yeah.
Allowed me to get to that place when the time was right.
When the time was right, and that was during Chalk Talk.
Yes.
Man, y'all had your moment where everybody,
cried like a baby.
Everybody was like, wow, what is happening?
Man.
I couldn't believe it. I know I went in there with the mindset of like, it's not happening to me.
Yeah.
They gonna have to vibe me up. Like, nah, it happened. It definitely happened.
And I was going to y'all individually like, hey man, you fucking up. Like, come on. I'm gonna crack you today. I'm gonna crack you today.
That type of pressure you had put on me in that moment, it was like, man, I wasn't used to it either. It was like, damn, like fuck, like he keep telling me, all right, nah, that ain't it. You got to go back in, do this and that.
Yeah.
We coming with 100%. I'm like, damn, am I coming with 100%? Every time I stepped forward, I was thinking of your words and what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
And I just remember the moment when it cracked. That's when I felt it, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And you was there too, T, right?
Yeah.
You was up in there.
Man,
but I'm saying, I didn't know if you walked out.
No.
When you in the spirit, man, you don't know who's around. I forgot Jasmine was there.
Oh yeah, no, I was filming the whole thing.
Yeah,
so that's where all the BTS comes from.
Yeah.
No, I was there. There wasn't no way I was gonna miss that.
And it was just different, man.
It was because I put the mood lights on and everything.
Definitely.
For just the kind of the different sequences and different things you were going through. And I think that made a difference. But just like that kind of a study is a different kind of like, studying game film and getting prepped for what you about to go into. Because I can say that like if every aspect of how things were done in this film wasn't done the way it was done, you might have got a different picture.
For sure that.
Everything had to happen the way that it did.
For sure that.
Let me ask y'all, what was the most challenging part for y'all to work on this film?
I guess to see some of my reflection and some of the things that the character, some of the things that the character had did to his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know spoilers or whatnot, but it kind of, I guess sometimes when you live in life, you don't look at the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For us men, and when I saw it, I was like, oh damn, like this is the type of trail we leave behind when we do certain things. You know, being a player or doing what you're doing.
Trail of destruction.
Yep.
And so for me to see that, like I think when we live in our lives, we don't look outside of ourselves sometimes. And that helped me see that, like, damn, okay.
Wow.
This is potentially what this could do to a woman, you know what I'm saying? And this is how she feel, because I always forget her name. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Michelle. All right. The way she had brought forth those emotions, even when she thinks she cried before me, Kendon, a whole lot of people,
Definitely.
And so I was like, damn. She's getting ready to unpack something that she's already felt before.
Man. Shout out to Michelle.
Man.
Wow.
Shout out.
Man.
I'm getting ready to unpack something that I've kind of like blocked off in my mind, you know what I'm saying, as a man. So that's something that was definitely challenging for me. I was able to see that, and like you said, carry it into your, everyday life now. I kind of look at my steps a lot better. Like, okay, let me be more honest here when it comes to dealing with women. So I don't leave that trail behind, or
Man, damn.
That was difficult.
Man, piggybacking off of King Brother, man, I know for me and for those of us who have been in a relationship before, and have really been in love in a relationship, when you in love with somebody, it's like you allow yourself to be available in a way you probably like, damn, I didn't even know I was like this.
Man.
And so for me doing a film like this, I knew I had to depict that same type of love that I had in real life. But I only had it one time. Well, I ain't gonna say I ain't had it one time. I had it twice in my life, but like it's been a while since I have it, me not being in a relationship and then jumping into a film where I got to be intimate. So in real life, I'm closed off because you know what I mean. Like I just been through a little situation or whatever. So it's hard for me to allow myself to be vulnerable like I would in love, without it being real. Because like this shit is fake. You know what I mean in my mind. Right,
you know,
so it's like, how do you get to that real place to make it look real? So yeah, it was some work, man, definitely being able to get to that real space in my heart to make it to where my interactions depict exactly how it would be if I was in love.
Yeah.
And from there, man, that was the most difficult though, is being in love on camera when you're not really there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I had to go back into those places, like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, and which also too carried off on out of the film, because now how I look at it, man, I'm like, if you in love with somebody and you treading in it with security, like, fuck it, let your heart break.
Man, there it is.
Fall with a broken heart.
Man.
You know what I mean? Because you won't even leave yourself open to the possibilities of what love could give you with a closed one.
Man, come on.
That's
Allow
true.
yourself to feel.
Come on,
Man,
come on,
man.
man.
Message!
Come on, man.
I feel that
Man.
all day.
T, now what about you?
I guess from a DP standpoint, or just
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Well, most difficult part, I would say, really just not getting too lost in like the story on every day per se, because my job is behind the camera. But it's like, as I'm filming, I'm like kind of wanting to watch the scene as like I'm watching the movie, because I'm like, I feel like I'm learning something, and then I feel like I'm like, not only that, I'm telling y'all, I'm not gassing them. Like, we had such great actors and acting in this.
Shout out to the cast.
Like,
man.
I'm talking about everybody from Tay to Kendon to Ariel to like, so many of them are to the point where, like, when you see them, there's certain people who are good actors, and there's other people that when you see them being somebody else, they look like another person. Like, they look like that person's soul jumped into their skin.
Yeah.
And so as I'm watching this every day and I'm shooting it, I'm really like, I feel like I'm looking at Damo and Hasanti before me. I don't feel like I'm watching like Tay and Kendon act these dudes out. I'm watching this, and so I'm like, as I'm going through it, the hard part is like not to lose focus, because I'm watching the story to learn stuff too, and then having to remind myself, okay, come on, T, we got to get back on it. And I'm like, a lot of those moments when I do that, sometimes I'm drawn into the scene too.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And just from every day that we shot, I felt like I learned something different. Scenes that read on the page one way were shot, and they came out completely different than how I once pictured.
Man,
let me ask you, man, before you.
Well, no, I was gonna say, last thing I was gonna say too is that, I mean, I could talk about a lot of difficult things, you know, lighting and all the different shots and whatnot, but outside of it, I would say like just maintaining focus and not getting too lost in the story.
100.
You know.
Yeah.
That's you, man. Because look, directing day by day, you did your shit.
Thank you.
You also had a role in a movie.
Yes.
How did you navigate? Because you had some lines too. Yes. I looked on the page. You had more lines than me on one of the scenes. Most of the scenes that we was in. How was you able to navigate and balance being a hell of a director, being able to put everything out, and be a hell of an actor as well in the scene?
Now with the acting, I'm gonna keep it a buck honey, keeping up with y'all. Along the likings of Kendon, Tay, Ariel, Michelle, Tanya, man, Larry, the list goes on, man. You guys were so phenomenal. I'm like, I didn't want to let y'all down. So I came on set as a castmate and was like, I gotta make sure I get my shit together and have it together. Now it was many hours of praying before I got on set, because like I tell people, sometimes the lines come to me like maybe how Jay or Biggie do it. I look at it a few times, and just when the camera come on, God navigates it to where the shit just flow.
That's all right.
And it's crazy though, you know, or divine, or whatever the case may be, because I'm like, man, how you, and I admire, Tay, how you do with your script. I want to mark my shit up. I want to have the continuity right and everything. However, because I'm behind the scene too.
Forgot you seen that too.
Hey man, remember I sent you the text?
I was like, about my shit.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, I gotta be so on point to where I'm not making you guys look bad.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And it was an honor to do it, you know, with you guys. So that balance, man, it's all God, and just the push of all y'all, the team, and just y'all saying, Jay, come on, you got it, and taking the pressure off me. Cause you know, man, when you directing or in a position of leadership, everybody want to be a leader until them responsibilities come.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And oftentimes as a leader, we have a lot of pressure on us in decision making, responsibilities, and troubleshooting. So I'm always thinking, okay, I'm an actor today. I gotta allow Jazz to co-direct and T to do his thing, or everybody around them, not throw y'all off with come on, Jay, we waiting on you with time and shit. So it was y'all. Now for the directing portion, man. Oh man, okay. Man, one of the dopest experiences of my life, I feel. This is my best work to date, film wise and directorial wise. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
With a lot of gifts, man, the Most High has given me. He's given me the gift to sometimes see things into the future. And coming into this project after we did the retreat, I seen a lot of ties being severed. Or whatever the case may be. I felt the energy then, seen it and all that. It just was like, okay, God, at what moment is it gonna come? And everything. And I don't know if y'all noticed when we shot the last scene, I sat on the roof of my car for like 30 minutes and was just.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember. I didn't. I didn't know what you was doing, but yeah, I remember.
I was like, man, like this is that moment, God. Like,
yeah,
I feel what you.
See, you be having those moments because I be having those moments because you be like, because you be thinking that I'll be mad or something, and I'm like, no, I just be thinking, and then that was another moment you was having because I didn't know what you was. I know what you was dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, with any relationship with anybody, if sometimes you see something is not going to work or it's a temporary thing that you plan to build something greater with, it's like you got to be comfortable with letting things go and letting God move in individual's life or whatever the case may be. And I seen that shit. So that last scene, I'm like, this is it. This is it. So goodbyes were a little different. Yeah. And it was an emotional moment for me because I'm like, man, how I know what you're getting ready to do with this film. Yeah. Feel it and see it. But now it's time to part ways, And so oftentimes, Scorpios, we don't like letting go of shit, man. Yeah. When we loyal, when we love you, we riding and we fucking with you. So that was one of the most challenging things for me being on set, seeing it. And it wasn't just one relationship severed. It was a lot that was severed because of certain situations, Yeah. And it's just like, fuck. But at the same time, all praises, because seeing the end result, if that's what it may have took to come up with this masterpiece that's gonna bring love to everybody, it was worth the heartbreak.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah, so
I blame Heart and Soul for giving me a baby.
Yeah, see? Hey, man. Hey, and on that note, man, hey, world. So look, we gonna go into the trailer of the movie, Heart and Soul. This is one of many trailers to come, but man, make sure y'all tap in, like, share, and subscribe. But stay tuned because we're about to go into this break and check out the trailer, and we'll be back after this, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look, I appreciate the apology and everything, but I don't want you to buy me a drink, and I'm not in the mood to dance. So this is how you found me. It's funny, I didn't take you as a stalker type. I wouldn't mind going out with you again. It's just, I'm really busy, so. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to read him, but he's different. Well, you could have hired a delivery service to do this.
If I did that, I couldn't see the smile myself.
Well, it didn't work.
Well, I guess I have to try again. So tell me this, is that what you be doing? Baiting them in and giving you commitment type privileges? Are you still using that I'm still finding myself excuse?
What? Look, I don't care who you know, okay? You and your attitude can get to the back of the line, Miss PMS. You're talking about these women and all this love, so we're gonna need you to get out. How you gonna expect to find them?
Cool girl, he's still sitting at home doing nothing all day while I'm here slaving.
I don't promote promiscuity usually, but you around here bitter, angry.
That's my time, Slame. It's a pleasure getting to know a little bit about you.
I didn't tell you anything. His thoughts, the way he speaks, his confidence. I don't know, he's just different. Destiny. Okay, so I don't know what you were expecting popping up at my office, but
got me going around in circles, 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 circles. Got me going around. Never thought the last time it'd be the last time.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Fellas, Talk to me,
brothers.
now, you guys, that was their first time seeing the trailer themselves because we ain't dropped it yet. So y'all exclusively got it here. You heard me? So fellas, man, what y'all? So what's up? What's up?
Man, even more pump, man.
What up, Tay?
Hey, man. I'm still, letting it register, man. That was amazing to see. It always get me like this. But I'm saying when we finish a project and then when I see it later, oh my God, man. It hits me like to the core.
Man.
We worked hard, man.
Yes.
I love everybody a part of this project, man. The ups and the downs, the work, the grind. Man, I'm just thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm very thankful.
Man, we're thankful. One thing about just doing the editing, man, he can attest to it too.
I was gonna get into that, yeah.
You got a difficult time, man, where, aside of the little hiccups that go on in post, where it's hard to choose a scene from that. I mean, it's hard to select a shot or a take.
Yeah.
In other words, a take, because every take is like, y'all bringing it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're like, we can do it this way, but damn, I like it this way. But damn, let me look at this other take. Damn, they killing it here.
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh man, yeah, y'all.
It was a lot of that too. For those that don't know, it was like when they give you nearly every single take is just on this level, and we're going back and forth. I'm like, well, I like it better from the front view, and nah, we should start the scene from this way because then it gives them. I'm like, nah, but at some point you just like, nah, they just killed it either way. Either way.
And what I can honestly say, man, this was a cast that was supposed to be ensemble, because you guys just dynamically complimented each other.
100.
Each other to where we just, man, you look at certain scenes, brother, and y'all like, man, it pulls you in to where you done miss editing or you miss the chopping and editing because you just let the whole scene playing like, damn, they blacked out. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And just, man, it's an honor because I can really see like the next 10, 20 years, man, just them talking about just how many babies were created off this film. how much love has been restored across the world because of this film. And I'll let you chime in too, T, after this. But I want to say I recall moments, right? I remember, Kay, shout out to the Miss Michelle and a Las Vegas Black Film Festival. We'll see y'all in a couple days. I remember you did the Actor Showdown. And shout out to Loretta Devine, prestigious actress. I ain't gonna say black actress. She's historic. Look her up if y'all don't know. Waiting to Excel. Man, so many. She's great. She's phenomenal.
She's awesome.
Beautiful soul, humble, just a sweet woman. I remember she gave you something. She was like, man, you remind me of Cuba Gooding Jr. And everything. Now, the people that are not movie buffs, they don't understand. Like, this is an Oscar award winner. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Who's played in biopics, radio, Jerry Maguire. This dude is a phenomenal fucking actor, and he don't get the props that he deserves.
He doesn't.
And he came from Boys in the Hood, to being what he is now. And I'm like, damn, that's wild. And I don't know if it registered with you then, but it hit me then. Watching Heart and Soul, I'm like, he's arrived. He's arrived. With you, with Tay, I remember telling you, just listening to you deliver your lines and seeing it from the web series to the council. You know what I'm saying? I remember telling you, I said, man, something about you. You give me Pac vibes with the acting. Remember I told you?
Tell me all the time. I'm like, man.
And I'm like, nah, man. You like, nah, Jay. I'm like, fuck the humble shit. I get it. I'm like, but I'm telling you with my spirit feeling what I see, dude. Just, man. And when I seen you on this, Heart and Soul, I'm like, he's arrived.
Wow.
He's arrived. Wow. So you talking about, I ain't gonna say what scene because I want them to see it Thursday.
Yeah.
Two Titans. Man. When I say electrifying, dude, I'm gonna put it to you like this. When Stone, if y'all wrestling, like, I'm gonna just give it, when you got The Rock and Stone Cold in the ring, you knew some shit was about to, where it was like, oh shit, it's about to be an iconic moment. But y'all was like, every scene was that.
Wow.
100.
Man, and look,
facts.
Hearing that from you,
yes, sir.
And I look, here at the R, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you doing right or wrong, this brother right here is who will come up on you and let you know in your ear. Like,
notorious for the ear talk.
If you need to keep bringing it or if you brought it, you know what I'm saying? So hearing that from you, man, it's everything for real.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And T, you can speak on your experience just seeing some of the stuff without, we can't tell, but just,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say from the set to then post-production.
Yeah.
Because, again, going back, like I said numerous times, we're going back and forth about shots, and we're like, well, you know, why couldn't the scene start from here? Because they had this really good part where he just went hard in the paint on him, and he carried that emotion well, and we want to get a close up, and we started realizing, like, man, it's just every shot is A1. So, you know, ain't no need to even be picky. It's every single time y'all killed it, and then on set, seeing the adjustments that y'all were able to make, you know, that were needed at given times, that y'all took direction very well. Even times when I had to give y'all direction on, you know, either open up or hit this mark, you know, don't sit down until this time, or, you know, raise up on this line, or give that inflection there. And the fact that y'all can just, you know, get right to it. To be able to make adjustments like that, man, you know, it speaks volumes. And a lot of people don't recognize, like,
that's a gift.
Actors that can make adjustments, you know, that's a skill. Because everybody thinks the skill is just in portraying the acting, but you know, how many times y'all get to set and it's something completely different than what you rehearsed at home?
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
That's almost every time, to be real, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you have to adapt, you know what I'm saying? Because visions change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the spot.
It's like war.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Sure.
I would just say, too, even adding to that question you said earlier about what was most difficult, I was pondering on the break that, just like you said, keeping up with them, I think that was the thing, too. Like, y'all kept us on our toes, because I was like, especially as a DP, it's like, all right, if they're giving amazing performances, in the back of my mind, I'm always like, I cannot afford to F this up, like how it looks.
Man, that was
so I have to make sure y'all look good.
I feel like even the sound man was looking at it like
every day. Y'all, this has to look good. I'm like, was they in focus? Okay, let me make sure they was in focus. Let me get a safety 5, because we gotta, you know.
Hey, and all you had was eye contacts and head nods in the back, like, your shit better be right. Hey, you ain't even had to give no too many words. That's how cold this was put together, man.
Yeah. And what I love about y'all, man, y'all didn't take things, some of y'all didn't take shit personal.
Oh, yeah.
With the side conversations or whatever the case may be, because it was a lot of pull to the sides and this and that, and y'all remember the warehouse shit and everything. And y'all allowed me and enabled, y'all unlocked something in me that I've been timid and hiding for years, and that's be your authentic self as a director. You know, no pun on unapologetically me.
Man,
y'all showed me that,
man,
at the Chalk Talk. So once that unlocked in y'all, it unlocked in me. So I'm like, hey, somebody got to be the ass, so I'm gonna be it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And it was times I was that.
It was needed.
Yeah, man. It was. It was, and it felt good.
Yeah. Brought the best out.
The greatest out, y'all. Man, y'all see. It's, man, y'all, and what I look at, man, and I consider y'all like the De Niro Al Pacino connection. Man. When they get on, and it's real though.
Yeah,
it's real. You get what I'm saying? People may say that, but it's real though. I'm only gonna tell y'all the real. I ain't gonna have y'all running the ball if y'all ain't got the capacity or the skill set to run it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg for y'all. Y'all unlocked something in me and this man and Jasmine as producing, and the times were challenging, but I like to commend the actors, because I don't call y'all actors, y'all beings, y'all creatives. Y'all came with the same fucking energy, man, every day. And days we didn't want to come on set, or days where we had mishaps on production behind the scenes, y'all never brought the bullshit. And we had personal talks because we from the trenches. What people don't know, when you from the trenches and it's innocent on us, we go through shit every day. You can be on set, you can get a call somebody just died. Get a call somebody went to jail. This is an everyday shit for us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even with this being our outlet, you can get that call before set, after set, and during set. And y'all brought it every time. Every time. And I'm just looking at y'all like, man, y'all inspire me, because y'all coming with the same positivity, and that positivity just trickled over to us. We'll be getting into it. We'll be getting into it, and y'all bring y'all positivity, and the whole atmosphere shifts.
100.
Yeah.
100. 100. Hey, and look, it shifted either way, because I know when we had the serious things, you know, before we hit a little bickering up in the back, you know, from whoever working on scene. And then when it's time for the serious scene, it's funny how everything in the room will get quiet for a minute.
Yeah.
And then boom, here come the ear talks again.
Yep.
Hey, then you get a couple of little whimpers in the back. You feel me? It's like, okay, here come the waterworks. Tears is coming down. Like, like the mood transitions was all authentic, man.
Yeah,
for real.
It was, and it was a lot of funny moments too, because it'd be like, soon as JT come walking up, it's like that principal coming, and I catch the sidebar conversations like, come here, man, come here. Or that look like, all right, like, you want me on your ass now or when we on set?
Hey, Debo pulling up on the bike. It's like that little song playing.
Little bike. But y'all made it spectacular, man. And just for us to be able to see the maturation of it. The scene that y'all was talking about that y'all went over. I don't want it, man. Remember I was telling y'all that day when we shot it, going into the evening, I said, man, this about to be my favorite scene. You get what I'm saying? And y'all, and it's like, remember, I believe y'all was politicking for a while, and I was getting ready to come over there and say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? But y'all had caught it to where y'all said y'all whoop-de-wop and then
separated.
Yep. You know, hey, all night I'm already on one scene. I'm sitting back like, I can't wait for this scene. Man. Yeah, and because it's real life shit that we go through. And when, man, he was here when we was editing the scene, I'm just looking at it.
It was
like,
moving.
Oh my God. I'm like, wow. He like, what you over there? I'm like, man, this scene is powerful.
Yeah.
I said, this is gonna speak to, man, this is that. Then we dropped the music, man. Wait till y'all see it, man.
The music.
100.
Wait till y'all see it. Wait till y'all see it, man.
That's emotional roller coaster, man.
Man.
Yeah.
And I forgot. We was talking about the scene because I had it playing on a loud CPU, and remember there was a word that kept being repeated, and you was like blah 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 blah. I'm like, that's
you said that's how we talk.
That's how we talk.
Yeah.
I said, it's the only way this is gonna be realistic, because those that are where he's from, or where we're from, are gonna understand. Yeah. Like,
they get it.
Yeah. And just watching a moment when people see that, just if y'all can, do y'all, because y'all gonna be locked into it how it was, but just take a glimpse and just look around and just feel the atmosphere. Feel the atmosphere with that particular. It's gonna be every scene, but it's like, man, y'all two, man.
Yeah.
That
1-2 punch, man. Killed it.
Yeah. Now
every day.
Oh, was you gonna say something to you?
No, I was just gonna say more of, all that contributes to how I said before. Like, it just pushed us to constantly be better.
Man, yes.
Because I can't tell you how many days, like, there be days. I mean, of course, everybody gets tired or cranky, hungry here and whatnot. But days where, you planned for it to be a hell of a shoot, and we had to make a hell of an adjustment last minute, and now we're like, man, is the scene gonna come out the way we originally thought?
Yeah.
And then the acting just shows out. Yeah. And then I'm like, maybe that was the lesson. Like, let the actors do it with their talent. Ain't about us doing too much behind the scene.
Man, y'all made it a lot easier for us though. Man, it wasn't too many cues. And remember that little mishap you had on your afterwards. Remember?
Horrible.
I remember.
And that was a long night, man.
Yeah, he was like, Jay, man. I'm like, you got it, man. Yeah. And then just seeing it in hindsight, it's like, look at this. You see it, but it's just like, damn, dude. It's not a dull moment, and I'm not saying this because it's our film. I'm telling y'all the God-given truth, man, and y'all gonna be able to see it.
Hey, man, everything that was put into it, I'm laughing because I know before we start shooting, he like, hold on, bro. He like, hold on, I got something for y'all. Bro coming with a new hairstyle. Bro got a crazy wardrobe. Like, it's like, hey, let's point to it. Like, bro, sharpen me up. I'm like, damn, okay, he thinking all different. Okay, I'm like, how can I add something different to this person that's different from me in real life? Yeah. Like, man, bringing it.
now you two having that camaraderie offset and then translating it on set, do you think it's important to have that camaraderie? Or do y'all think that played a big part?
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I do believe that when it comes to any chemistry on set, it's gonna reflect the chemistry off the set as well.
Yes,
because you know it's certain things that happen in your subconscious mind when you feel a certain way about an individual, where you can't hide it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't deny that. And
sure.
I feel like naturally, you feel me, it came up. You feel me? Because naturally, man, that's you know solid.
Man.
I agree, man. I agree because I also feel like through what we did, it made the bond stronger.
100.
You get me?
Yeah.
Although we had a bond off that.
Yep,
For sure. I believe both ways. I believe sometimes through going through things on set can make you stronger, but also, you know, what we had before we came in the door.
Yes.
It adds to that intensity. I agree.
Yeah.
Now, Five, I want to take a little turn here and maybe take us into a deeper realm. After each of y'all's last day of filming, what did you feel like you had either learned and knew about life or about yourself? Like, once that it's a rap moment hit, because I mean he
let him no go ask because we're gonna go to a break. I want them to ponder on that though.
Okay.
Yeah. Fred too deep in my pocket.
Big ass nigga.
Hey, hold on.
Did he just touch me? Okay, I see right now. Lena, it's really about to be one of those nights, and I knew it. That's why I didn't want to come out here. Even though I'm gonna watch, it's about to be an issue.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
We're going inside.
Inside?
Yeah, why are you touching me?
Sir, look, I got pepper spray and I will use that shit.
Okay, look, you're not even on the list, so just get to the back of the line.
Actually, we are on the guest list.
Look, I ain't trying to hear nothing you gotta say, okay? Back of the line.
Okay, look, Top Flight, this is real cute, but I'm really not in the mood. We know Mickey.
Look, I don't care who you know, okay? You and your attitude can get to the back of the line, Miss PMS.
Okay.
Are you serious right now?
You need to get out the
What
way.
the fuck
You need
is
to get
that?
out the way.
Whoa. Hey, what's going on?
Look, we good. I got this. Come on.
What you got? Move.
Can we do this without causing the scene, please, ladies?
We're not the ones causing the scene. Your little friend is.
Never mind my partner. He ain't got no home training.
Clearly.
You know, just because you're beautiful, I mean you got the wrong.
We're on Mickey's guest list.
And ain't no guest list, all right? Like,
Just go grab Mickey.
ain't Mickey, who is Mickey, bro? Why they keep saying
The
Mickey? Ain't
owner.
know nothing about no Mickey out here.
Big Fred.
How y'all doing?
Can you please tell Craig and Day Day to get the hell out of our way so we can go in? Please.
Man, they good. They VIP.
If all y'all had to do was say y'all was VIP, I would have let y'all in.
If your friend would have let me talk, I would have told you.
All right, look, ladies. All right, check this out. Let me get one of y'all number, okay?
Boy, I'll let y'all in.
Excuse me. Move.
Damn. All right, ladies. Well, y'all have a beautiful night. Shit.
Yes,
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Y'all just got a sneak peek. Yeah. Fellas, what y'all think, man?
Tell us.
Man. Man, hey, definitely did what we were supposed to, just on that little bit, man, on the real.
Hey, I was swinging. We did our thing.
Man, that's only a snippet.
That's, man, Damo, man.
Hey, he ain't even got to try, man. Naturally, man.
Man.
And I noticed it was so fascinating about the world of acting. You was like, damn, I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, that's crazy. I kissed the door. I didn't know I did that.
Man, that's you just went.
That's what makes it
Went
great.
with it, yeah.
You went. And I remember that night, man, because we was like, I'm like, man, come on, man, because you was doing it, but I'm like, you need some money. Yep, after that, you was on. And then just that little bit, just look at the camaraderie with the brotherhood. It's like you got the brother who, nah, I'm going hardcore. And then you got the other one that's,
Keep it cool.
I'm going to keep it cool. You like, hold up.
Throw me under the bus.
Now talk about just briefly that scene, like before we get into the question. that whole night, because I think we shot the other stuff too.
Yeah. Man, it was fun, man. I can say being in character and in the scene, man, being my dog, I felt like I was up in middle school again. But he had all the money on his leg. We over there taking pictures on the side. You feel me? Having fun with the prop issues, man, everything, man. And but able to stay in character while a lot going on behind you, like while the extras is going on.
I forgot about the extra shit that was happening when we was out there. Yeah. Man, let's talk about that. So I remember it was a homeless cat who was remember?
I remember that, yeah.
While we were shooting. And I think I remember we was going over the lines. I had Jazz getting y'all ready and stuff. I already sensed the energy. M started looking back. Then you started looking back. K started looking back. And I'm like, fellas, no. M went over there. Y'all really just broke character and was like, y'all still saying y'all lies though. It was funny. Y'all like, yeah, such and such, such and such. I'm telling Jazz, I'm like, tell him to stay in fucking character. Tell him to stay in, don't worry about all this and everything. Soon as you told him, y'all still was kind of, y'all gave a little more, but y'all still was, Cut. Tay, no. But no. Yeah.
That don't matter.
Yeah, that don't matter. that don't. And I think you did go.
I got Lobby walked over there.
You did.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to see the two dudes beat the homeless dude.
Yeah,
I was like, I wasn't going for that.
Yeah, no, that's
he out of pocket, but y'all not finna beat him up.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna make this.
Nah, he took some steps. I remember from my vantage point.
No, Tay did go over there.
Yeah.
And Jay was like, nah, bro.
Because it was about to be a crime scene. It was ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly. And we was on the whole, it was them two against the black.
Yeah.
Nah, not happening.
It's not happening, bro.
Not happening. I think we took him some pizza after and all that because I think he went over to the cut and he started making noise and everything, and then that's when it all praises, it didn't get ugly.
Yeah.
But what was that whole experience like that with y'all?
Ooh, it taught me to, I think you just said this too, I believe, but just to stay focused, man. Stay present. Sometimes things will be going on.
Man.
And
especially when you're shooting in the hood.
Man. and you got your natural impulses.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That you trying to, like, not
Control.
suppress because you like, nah, bro, like, I don't want to see that happen.
Yeah, real talk.
But at the same time, that's what we got a team for. That's what we got, it's other people there to stop that while we, in our fire at that moment, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that.
Yep. And thank the Most High I didn't have to get ugly, because the first thing I said, man, if I go and snatch him up or go get ugly with them, it's about the domino effect and get wild.
For sure that.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I'm gonna let you do by yourself.
Yeah, and I'm like, I already foresee it, like, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Now the cast gonna be scared, and it's gonna directing Suge Knight. It's gonna be nasty.
What kind of set is this?
Yeah. And I'm pleading with the dude, man, just go, brother, let's go.
Go on about your business.
Nah, man, fuck that, man. Like, come on, I'm back. Please, brother, like, please, man. And it's only them certain please before the Hulk come on. It's like, come here, man. I'm gonna drag you over here. Sit. You better not move. And I knew if that, I'm like, the squad is gonna make a shift, and then these background gonna be like,
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie set I signed to come to.
Real talk. It was gonna get death row real quick. So, back to your question, OT.
Just really wanted to touch in on, like, so earlier I asked.
I'm gonna filter this shit.
Put the what?
The question. Okay. I'm hovering over you with the question.
I wanted to touch on how you guys felt changed after your last day of shooting, and particularly your last day of shooting, because, like, when it's all over and you wrap it, you think about, wow, what did I just do, and what is this gonna do for people? What did this do for me in my personal life? How's it gonna touch my family? Just elaborate more on that.
Okay. I would say when I left, I was stuck in a zone of, sometimes we don't feel like we're prepared for certain things in life, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes life will show us that if we just say, forget what I'm thinking in my head, and I just put myself into reality or into this lane and just go through with it.
Right.
And then you will kind of like prove it to yourself in a way, like, oh, I was prepared. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking I wasn't, or I was too stuck in my head. But sometimes when you just go through the the flow of things and test yourself, put yourself in areas where you're not comfortable, because everybody know I wasn't comfortable in a lot of these things. I had to break myself into becoming comfortable in this character. So I'll say that just get into that comfortable space and not being so heady. Going just taking those steps before you let your head get too much of you. So that's what it was for me. Being more present.
100.
Okay.
Man, piggybacking off of King, brother, because he said it, man. I know for me, like, really, like, I really like how Hassanti felt after everything was wrapped up. Like, it was just things that I was doing every single day before the scene goes on. Certain music that I'm listening to, certain affirmations that I'm telling myself. Meditation, I do that on a regularly, but I dived into it so much more with that. Semen retention, that was my first time actually practicing it and actually going on the streak was during Heart and Soul.
Wow.
I ended up breaking after, you feel me? But that was my first time going on the streak, and the intention was, so I can bring everything out of myself. And I feel like all of that, it just trickled over to like, okay, if I'm doing all of this to bring out my best in role, I can do all of this to bring out my best in life as well, because like I like how Ashanti felt, but that's also a version of myself. That's me. Definitely. You know what I mean? It's just in a whole nother light. So I'm like, if this work here, let me bring this practice. And now some of these practices, I'm still taking them today.
Yes.
Now,
agreed.
Another question, just to piggyback off that, what as actors, man, and professionals, how did y'all maintain y'all composure and peace dealing with the outside shit? To be able to say, I've realized this is going on in the personal, but we on set. It might be a 12-hour day, whatever. I see it's a little friction with production behind the scene. How did y'all maintain y'all peace, man, and just keeping that same positive energy?
Hey, this just might sound simple or small or whatever, but hey, you just mind your business and you stay in your lane. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I don't get caught up in what you telling Kendon or you telling Ariel or you telling,
man, you mind your business.
I have to stay
man,
here.
Come on, man.
I have to put my kind of like my what you call it, tunnel vision, like Kodak said.
Tunnel vision.
Put my tunnel vision on, and that's what keeps me grounded and just knowing like, all right, I know what I'm here for. I gotta stay in this bubble of energy, and I can feel when I'm actually getting out of that bubble of energy that I need to use, that concentration. I can feel it.
Yeah. Damn. What about you, Kay?
Man, I'm gonna say, man, just being locked in on the possibilities. Like, I know that for sure. Just knowing that we working with faith, but I'm like, man, like, God, I know we've been doing this for so long, God. Like, I know we've been doing this for so long, and I know that what we putting into this project is so much more different than what we did previously. So anytime something that'll knock up, that'll have me wavering, it's just the possibilities that'll always take me back.
Wow. Wow. Now, what about you, T? Because I know you had an instance where you collapsed and it was a hard night, 20-hour day.
It's funny you asked that, because I actually had another question that was about that for y'all. But that night, that was like what I would say like an athlete has like as a defining moment of your career, kind of, because it was like, I don't think I could explain the pain I was feeling to anybody. But for those who were there, man, it was just a horrible back injury, and to this day, I'm not entirely sure if what I was told it was actually true, but it just felt like I had like something sharp just sticking me on the inside. There was no relieving it. Y'all remember, because I was turning over in circles. It was like there was no point of relief. I was trying to stand up. I was trying to lean over furniture.
This man was trying to still shoot.
Yeah,
he fucked up.
Man.
And I just remember I was face down on Ken Don's floor and starting to yak a little bit. And at that moment, I was like, I knew that my heart was here and in this, because after I kind of got some relief, I was like, man, during that whole time, I'm still thinking about like, I gotta get up because we gotta finish this scene.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm turning over, and then he attempts to offer me a pill and I think a slice of pizza, and I'm like, no, man, I just need some time. Just give me a second. And
it was ibuprofen.
It was
ibuprofen, y'all.
It was
ibuprofen.
None of that
medicine, man. Come on, medicine.
Medicine.
This is my brother. He ain't gonna poison me. I knew he was giving me medicine, but I'm saying that to the extent of like, in that moment, man, things were just almost like blacking out, and I could hear him in the background and everybody in the background kind of like just moving differently and not knowing what to do. And I'm like, I remember in those moments, I didn't want everybody else to feel discouraged. And I wanted to get up, because I was like, no, if I don't, or if they think I'm injured, now everybody's mind is going to be taken off the script. And
yeah.
And then what's ironic too is I told everybody originally, for those who don't know, I believe strongly that it was nothing but a spiritual attack.
Man, it was.
Kid you not, I woke up the next day, my body was as normal as ever. Felt like with no soreness, no nothing. I got up, stood up. I came into y'all, and y'all was looking at me like, and I called him.
You called me.
I was like, hey, I'm good. Let's get back to it.
Wow.
And you remember that day? I'm going off like
he was going
like somebody
off.
got shot.
He was going
Call
off.
the fucking cops, man. Please, man. What you standing there looking at crazy for?
He was going off.
Yeah, it was wild.
I felt bad too because I could hear you in the background. I'm like laying face down. I'm like, man, he's giving it to him.
That's that soldier instinct though, man. Like, come on. And it's like at that point it was a spiritual attack. So it's like in that moment, if we all prayer warriors or whatever we profess to be, where does that instinct kick in for us? Where did it kick in? You know, some people were tired, they just looking and all that. This man is your soldier, your comrade is down. What the fuck we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wasn't allowed because I think it was one of them. Watch out, stay. In matter of fact, it wasn't even the night you was shooting. So I don't think you was even around. You was there, but yeah. So it's like, man, what are we doing? How are we moving? And then it's like, man, if it was y'all, would y'all like somebody
just leaving you? Yeah, for real.
Just leaving you and all that. So it got ugly. And remember, I was about to put a hold on production because of that.
Yeah.
You called me.
I called him because of that. I got the V note and everything, and I was like, no. I think that was a moment that was actually meant for all of us, not just me. Because when that happened, I felt like I was like, no, if we put a halt on production, this is not going to be the same. Yeah. Then everybody's going to come out and it's going to be like, instead of letting yourself go, it's going to be, well, we don't want nobody to get hurt again, or we don't want nothing this bad to happen. So we going to, it's like playing, on reserve, you know,
Overthinking.
Just letting go.
Now, what was the other question you had? You said.
Well, actually, I wanted to ask the exact opposite of it, which was when that happened to me, what was that like for y'all from that moment and then just getting back to the next day we did go back into production?
I know for me, I was thinking like, I think when shit like that happened, I'm like, cause we so tight and I know we prayed up and I know we already prepared for the potential outcomes. I feel like things like that happen as a way to where it's like the Most High is like really like, okay, hold on. Y'all may need to go back to the drawing board and figure something out. I feel like it's something happening that we don't really know what's going on. And I feel like I went to the instrument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You went to the piece that we need to get this shit going. So everybody need to sit down. So I feel like you being on sit down is what made a domino effect for all of us to regroup and come back stronger. You know what I mean? The next day, for sure.
That was a good way to put that, yo.
For sure.
And then we even remember we had I think we had a slight break. What was it, like a week or two? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Oh, after that?
Before we came back into the we came back into the second half. And it was like right before that break we had that warehouse shit. The infamous go off, and then after that little break we came back stronger than ever. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Now, like I was telling y'all, my knack for sometimes when God put the shit on me futuristically, I don't want it because I have to be obedient and get it out. I have to share it. And oftentimes when I share with people close to me, people can say they believe me, but I feel they don't. And what I like to tell people is I'm very intuitive and I'm an empath, so you can be telling me one thing, but what I feel, I see it. So you can be saying, yeah, I fuck with you, and I feel and see different, but you don't know I'm seeing it. So when I'm telling people, they give me look like, oh, that's cool, and hallelujah, amen to me, and it shit be fake, and I feel it, and I'm like, damn, they don't hear me. But I have to still be obedient to the spirit and get it out. Now, for a cast member, I'm gonna put they business out there. Some spoke to my spirit when we did Desert Spring, and I said, in order to unlock this character, you got to do X, Y, and Z. It was challenging for them. The first half of the film, they didn't do that because you know it just wasn't. You know, they just didn't want to be obedient. I'm like, man, look, this is why this is happening. You got to unlock, and this is the only way to do it if you unlock. They did it. I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you what, because now you know Yahweh on my ass, and I don't want them on me. So if you don't get this done, then we gonna choose to go another direction. Call me back 2-3 hours after it was done. Came on set and killed it. The rest of the film.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm like, you get what I'm saying? So it's moments like that. That's why I say, man, I know for sure it was a spiritual attack. And just, man, you seen when it was times I was blowing up with them in here because I'm looking at some of the footage and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened with this? What happened with that? What happened with that? What happened with that? What happened with that? So I'm getting into it with them, and it took me right back to that moment where I feel like I'm on set, and I'm like, see, this is why I'm on your ass, and then you already see them going, yeah, I'm on it now, like, fuck that, close that door. Like, nah, this is why I be telling y'all. I know y'all tired of hearing it, but this is why. And it's moments like that, that's what's gonna make this film so powerful, because each one of us put something so special into this that, man, when you talk about generational curses, y'all, that's a gift to do. And everybody ain't gonna answer the fucking call to do that shit. It really takes some warriors for the Most High to do that. And that's what each and every one of us, you guys, are. You know, so in that moment, it's like when you fall, somebody else got to pick up the gun and start shooting.
100.
Spiritually. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And that's why I was on everybody. It's like, man, okay, if T fall, somebody nurse him up to health. And if he's not good, somebody got to get the camera. Because I know in his mind, he worrying about, damn, who gonna shoot this? Nurse him. Somebody pick up the gun. Somebody could be praying for him. We all got a position to play in.
Definitely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Real.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's it. But I want to share something with y'all too before we get ready to close in a little while. This film, man, is gonna change you guys' life forever, generationally. And I just hope that, I pray, I want to hope that you guys are ready. It's gonna change yours. It's gonna change yours, Jasmine. All y'all. You get what I'm saying? It was just an inspiration to be amongst greatness. And I felt like I was on the set of Casino. I was on the set of Scarface and American Gangster with Denzel. And man, there's so many prestigious movies, the Titanic, Armageddon, where I'm watching greatness before my eyes and I feel the shit spiritually, where I'm like, man, God, how are we gonna put this shit together? And it took some time to complete, and I believe it's all for this moment that we're getting ready to see Thursday. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So,
talk.
Definitely.
Yeah. I ain't gonna preach to y'all, you know, y'all.
Hey. Man, and I'm gonna say too, man, like just adding to the flame.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Having this, man, to put under the belt, man, this is definitely has been a step up for me, especially everything that's being brought out, and just to know that I can cry on film, like all of that, and it wasn't single-handedly. I'm just saying that to say for any actors out there, like, no, like wherever you at on your journey, and just really trust the process, because it's gonna be things that come out on your journey that may lead you to the next process. And that, whether that be the people that you work with, whether that be the game that you got from the people that you work with, or if it just be you learning things that you ain't never knew before. For sure.
Yeah, that's facts.
Facts.
Now, if you guys can, one word to describe this film. I know y'all ain't seen it yet, but just in shooting it, reading the script, what's one word that can describe this film? You too, T.
Okay.
We seen it each and every way, inside out.
Yeah.
I'll say, because it's a lot of great words, impactful.
Nice.
I'm gonna say impactful.
I mean, as base level as it sounds, it's pretty hard not to harp on the fact that it's inspiring. Super inspiring.
Man.
Shoot, I'll say transformational as well.
Man, look at that.
I'm gonna say rejuvenating.
Yeah.
Revitalizing.
Yeah. That. And what's one thing y'all want people to take away? Because the film, you guys, is gonna be premiered at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival. It's nominated for 10 awards. You know what I'm saying? 10 awards. Shout out to Miss Michelle and the whole fam, Sledge, all that. You know, nominated for 10 awards. So it takes a special film to have that.
Definitely.
To have that. What's one thing that you guys want people to take out of the theater this Thursday at 12 noon after seeing the movie?
I'm gonna go with the biggest lesson, man, that came to me was, man, let your heart break. Like don't go into love fearful.
Yeah.
As much as our previous examples, it'll be like that, and it'll tell you to do that. Like the more we operate like that, like more freely, I feel like we able to see our bullshit, and we able to truthfully give what's needed up in love. And like go into love without fear of it not turning out the way that you want it to.
Yeah.
I was literally kind of took what I was gonna say, because I was gonna say open your heart to love and allow it to happen. I mean, if hurt happens, well, you get one life. But I mean, what is life without love?
Yes, sir.
Man.
I say black love is key. That's what from filming and being on set, that's what I took from it. With all the chaos that's going on out here, and with all the back and forth between the gender wars and everything that's going on, and how the men are rising up kind of like against the women, and the women and
Man.
Rising up against the men, you know what I'm saying? And
truth.
You know, I just feel like that's what this is about right here. Black love is key. You know what I'm saying? And we're bringing that focus back.
Man.
Through the film.
Right on.
Man.
Right on. Man.
I will say before we close, after every film, it's the end. We're creating a new form of love for generations to come.
Dope.
So this is the beginning. This is the beginning, and it's starting with you guys. This is the beginning, you guys, when I tell y'all. I'm not going to say real love is back or love is back. This is a new foundation of love through these times that we're living in.
Yes.
And we're not bringing generational curses. We're breaking them. And we're bringing generational blessings through this film.
I love that.
In a nutshell.
Yes.
In a nutshell. World, this Thursday, April 20th, 12 noon, Heart and Soul will be premiering at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival. It's nominated for 10 awards. It's not a film, it's an experience, you guys. It's an experience that you do not want to miss, and we pray that you're there. If you not able to make it in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? We will be having a city premiere, our premiere here at home. You know what I'm saying? We're not waiting for Valentine's Day. Wherever we move the date to, love will be there. And so will we.
Agreed. That's right.
Shout out to Ken Don. Shout out to Tay Blanson. Shout out to Trouble T Mills, man. It's your friendly neighborhood man, Jay Fifth. We love y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed the sneak peek. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tap in. Shout out to the Legato Collection. Shout out to the Riders, man. Rider for Life Films. It's a Rider for Life thing. We love y'all, and may God be with y'all. Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah.
We out like this.
Riders up.
We hope you stay on.